Okay, my name is Roslyn Waswa. I work with Caritas Kavwe. I'm the project coordinator for Kumena project. Climate change has really impoverished people here in Zambia, especially the poorest. Sometimes we would have floods that really affects the crop, and sometimes we would have dry spell or droughts, and it's very hard to predict what would come.
Progress in industrial agriculture over the past century or so has delivered huge amounts of advancements in food production across the world, but actually is presenting a long-term threat to the health of the soils and to the health of the food systems which we rely on. And that's especially risky when we consider the climate crisis which we're now in.
Tware turasanimiliro abana bareikala niminoria balirafye once per day, balirafye limo per day abana.
Most of the people SCIAF supports are small-scale farmers, vital to global food security, yet among the hardest hit by climate change. Extreme weather threatens their crops, their food, and their livelihoods. But they are also leading the fight back. Through agroecology, they use local, sustainable techniques to grow nutritious food, protect the environment, and build resilience. SCIAF's Kumena program in Zambia is proof that it works.
So we work with partner organisations because we believe that they're best placed to support the communities. They understand the context much better than I do here in Glasgow. They would sit with the communities to identify the key challenges that they're facing, come back to us at SCIAF, and then together, collectively, we would think about what activities would address those challenges. The project has had many different activities delivered, and one of the key focuses has been on supporting people to have enough food to eat. And the project's done this by teaching people to farm following agroecological principles. It's taught them to use what they have rather than to use chemicals. It's worked on enriching the soil. It's worked on providing livestock to people so they can create manure to apply to the land.
SCIAF's partners work with local farmers to map their land, identify resources, and plan for a sustainable future. Together, they set up nurseries for reforestation, seed banks to preserve local crops, and pilot plots to test new techniques. Farmers receive training, share knowledge, receive essentials like seeds, and gain support with irrigation. They redesign their farms with terracing, agroforestry, crop rotation, natural fertilizers, and water conservation at their heart. Every project is unique and led by the communities themselves.
This has been highly successful, and we're now seeing that people have enough food for them and their families.
Even at times of great hardship, like the recent devastating droughts in Zambia, the Kumena farmers' crops did not fail.
Namba through Caritas au watu imyamwandini. Through Caritas ro baishire watu ingisha matupira nembushi. So ishimbushi manyowa tubatwara mabala kwalima muna mataba nkwete achi. So namba mkuikala shashi nenda bakuti mwasende mbushi mwashitisha. Panono na mabanzi twamba okupanga. Ngamina ni namkushita nganinama so okuchira bali abekara mutao na kwetu ikara kuno kulabachira no kubachira. So ndakuna kwati kupusano kwene povuti ndalama shena tashire shupu ma kuli atukali kachero breakfast lunch chongolation ekuchira filiaka letwaita kenga mwali akachero ni shichapu.
The 7-year Kumena project helped 1,588 households transform their land and their lives, with most people like Catherine now eating at least 3 meals per day. Incomes from agriculture soared from 112 US per year, equivalent to 275. And maize yields jumped from 400 kilograms per hectare to 2,600.
Having healthy soil is the key to be able to produce good, nutritious crops. And if we're losing the ability of the soil to do that, then we're going to be in crisis very quickly. Well, over the course of the project, what we'd found by the time we resampled in 2022, that the organic matter had increased in the soils. They were moving up towards 2 to 3%. Enough to show that we were on the right track, that what was happening, what the farmers, smallholders were doing, were heading the soil organic matter in the right direction.
This scientific study shows that agroecological farming can boost soil organic matter and key nutrients like phosphorus and potassium naturally, while chemical farming depletes them and requires up to 600 kilograms more fertilizer per hectare just to keep up.
We used to have financial challenges. We used to depend on chemical fertilizer, which is, of course, is still too expensive now. We never used to have enough food to eat because probably of the way we used to do our farming. But after Caritas Kawe had come here, they taught us a lot of things. We don't have difficulties with food. As you can see, we have some maize here, we have some maize here, as you can see. So we don't have all those problems like with food after Caritas.
Our approach to helping people is not handouts, but skills, giving them skills, because no one teaches them, but Caritas offers them those skills.
The change I've seen in the people that I've met has been absolutely unbelievable. People's lives have completely transformed and they are now flourishing.
We have seen people grow from having just 3 meals in a week to having 3 meals in a day.
So therefore, what we're calling for is for governments around the world to recognise this, to recognise that agricultural systems which work in tandem with nature and with communities are what is really going to tackle the root causes of extreme hunger and the climate crisis.